Yeah, but I sometimes make it unlisted.
Oh, okay.
Hi!
Hello!
Welcome, everyone.
Welcome.
Welcome to the Tuesday night edition. So I've been starting to do these weekly on Monday. Trying to make it like a big deal on Monday for people to come and show up and get excited about it. But yesterday was obviously a holiday. It was Memorial Day, and so
Bumped to Tuesday.
bumped to Tuesday. So tonight, right now, this is the big show. Sweet Bear's going to do some shout outs while I tweet out the link.
Okay, Zach Reviews was first. Hi. We had Sophie. I'm really bad at this. Sophie, we love you too. Allie says, hi, John and Sweet Bear. Hello. I'd like to just make an announcement that I just showered. That's why my hair is wet. Please forgive me.
Ooh, as you're coming in, why don't you, while you say hello, why don't you also let us know, are you a night shower
or morning shower? I'm a morning. You're a morning too.
Totes.
We're both morning.
Although it is the evening and you just showered,
I know.
so everyone will think you're a liar.
I haven't showered since Saturday. Because we've been swimming in the pool. Do you guys do that?
You gotta
if
shout
you
some
have pool
people
days,
out.
do you just like literally not shower for days? T-Pugs, hey from New York. Hi. Oh, it's going so fast. It's hard.
Rick Beavers is here. Oh my gosh.
Hi, Rick Beavers.
I love you.
Susie says, hey, night shower. See, I can't do the night shower. Evening shower. Wow, there's a lot of evening showers. I like somebody said night bather. That's funny. Hi, Jesse Bless. He said, finally caught you during a live stream.
Oh, hey, Jesse. How are you, man? Good to see you.
Kelsey, hey from Austin. We love Austin. We went to Austin.
Now the chat's a little bigger down there, so you can see that.
Oh, thank you. That really does help.
Yeah, hopefully that helps.
We don't have a pool. My parents have a pool. We're currently living with my parents. We'll be out soon.
Love it. Someone just said, Angel just said it's been a while. It has been a while since I've done a live stream. It's been,
really?
Well, not really. I did one on Saturday. But yeah, last week we just got crazy busy and it was just kind of insane. So yeah, I'm back though. We're back. I'm very excited. As people are rolling in, welcome. Make sure you comment in the chat. Let us know you are here. A couple things before we get started tonight, before we get started answering questions. First, and most importantly, Sweet Bear is here.
Hey, hey, hey.
For those of you who don't know, this is my wife.
Hey, wet hair.
This is my wife, Erin. But we don't call her that here.
Here, we call her.
We call her Sweet Bear. But she's here tonight, so if you have questions specifically for her, or questions
for me,
or questions for me, or questions for both of us, let us know in the chat.
For us as a unit. If you have questions for us as a unit, we will be able to answer those as a unit.
Unbelievable. Rick just said, nice sweatshirt, guys.
Oh,
And that's
Rick.
actually...
Oh, wait. Oh!
So that's actually the second announcement we have. So the merch is in. The Keep Being Awesome sweatshirts are in a nice slate gray and a stunning black. And they are available right now to buy on my website,
you guys,
johnjorgensen.com.
I just have to tell you, these are the comfiest sweatshirts. Like,
They really
I feel
are.
like everybody always says that when they have merch. Like, that's annoying. But honestly, like, John wanted to get the cheapo sweatshirts. I'll call you out on it. And I was like, no, we need to get these comfy ones. And we did. And totes my goat's worth it.
Totes
right?
my
Are you
goat's
happy?
worth it. Yeah, they're so comfortable.
So I was right.
Yes, you were right. A lot of people did pre-orders with these, and those pre-orders are being shipped out this week, which is very exciting. But also, we still have some more in stock, and so if you are able, what are you laughing at?
Somebody said, who is that? Me? Who is me?
Oh, man. But anyway, so yes, for those of you who are guessing, we are going to do a giveaway tonight. And that brings us to the third announcement, and that is that the Super Chat feature is available. For those of you who don't know, Super Chat, it is located just under where you would type something into the chat where it says say something. It is that little dollar symbol, and what that allows you to do, it allows you to give $1, $2, $5, $20, $100, whatever. However you are able.
$1 million.
However you are able to give, it helps to highlight your question or your comment. That's one thing it does, so that we can see it a little easier, because as Sweet Bear said earlier, the chat gets moving fast. Number two, it will enter you in for a chance to win one of these sweatshirts. Your choice. If you want the black or if you want the gray, we'll have it in your size. I guarantee it. Everyone who gives a super chat tonight will be entered in for a chance to win either one of these sweatshirts that you want. That's every single person who gives a super chat. And number three, and this is probably most important, it just helps to support this ministry that we're trying to do, this online ministry where we are trying to use this platform of YouTube to help spread the gospel and teach people about Jesus all around the world. And if so, if you want to help with that and you want to help grow this ministry and possibly get a pretty sweet, comfy sweatshirt.
Pretty sweet.
The Super Chat feature is available. Again, as you're able, $1, $2, $5. I know it's not available everywhere, and I apologize. We'll find another way to do a giveaway with you all. I'll be reminding you of that as things go on. Now, enough of that. Have you been looking for a question?
Yeah, well, no one's asked questions because we didn't ask anybody to ask questions yet.
Well, this is an AMA, people. So, questions.
My job was to look for a question, and I did a bad job.
Oh, unbelievable. Well, I'll answer the first question as you look for one.
Okay.
The first question was, who is she? So we'll say it again. This is my wife, Sweet Bear. We're married.
I'm the star of this show, you guys.
Oh, my word. All right, what question did you
John
pull?
may be the star of his YouTube channel, but I'm the star of his
You're the
life.
star of the life.
Okay, question for you both from Edwin. Do you like summer or winter? I like summer so much. I don't know why we live here.
Oh, my gosh.
Because if I could move to Hawaii where it's summer every day, I would.
That's unbelievable.
John?
I do summer as well. I love summer. I was just thinking about that this morning, actually. How much I love summer and how excited I get. We have our first super chat coming in from John Mascella.
Mascella, is that how you say it?
I don't know. I don't know him personally. But thank you, John. You have a great first name and a cool last name as well.
And you spell your name like him.
That's what I'm talking about.
One of my favorite things is when John gets emails from people and his name is spelled wrong. You had to type his name correctly to send an email.
That's true, because it literally is my email. My name is in my email. But John, a $2 super chat, thank you so much. You just entered yourself in for a chance to win one of these sweatshirts. Not the ones we're personally wearing.
Well, unless you're into that,
But
then yeah.
whatever. We're able to do it.
Okay, Devin Brown asks, fave TV show right now.
Fave TV show right now, Silicon Valley.
Handmaid's Tale.
Oh, why?
It's just so good. It's like, it's been a really long time since I've been like super obsessed with the show. Like, I can't wait until the next one comes out, you know?
Yeah.
Like, oh my
There
gosh,
you go.
like a cliffhanger at the end, and like I can't wait for the next one, and that one is really getting me, so.
We had another super chat from Jesse. Bless. Jesse's a good friend of mine, really talented musician. He has a YouTube channel as well. You should go and subscribe to Jesse, who just gave a super chat. And Jesse asked a question. Said, are you going to make Keep Being Awesome t-shirts? So, funny story, for those of you who have been following for a while, you know that several years ago we actually made Keep Being Awesome t-shirts. There was a blue one and a maroon one, correct? And we've sold out of those since,
I don't know why
think.
we chose those colors.
Yeah, I don't know why either. I don't really love them. I think these are so much cooler and so much better. Yeah, but I don't think I'll make a t-shirt
The question is, are we going to make this as a t-shirt?
I don't know, maybe.
I guess it depends. If people are interested,
Yeah,
maybe.
if people would like really want a t-shirt over a sweatshirt. When it comes to like, I don't wear graphic tees. Like, I don't wear t-shirts with things printed on them. So for me, I would wear a sweatshirt with something printed on it because it's comfortable, or you know, whatever it might be. So that was the thought behind the sweatshirts. Even though we're about to jump into summer. So anyway.
A lot of people keep asking how I got my name Sweet Bear, but like we've said that a million times.
Well, there's no good story behind it. I think people expect that there's some great story behind it, but really it was just an evolution of nicknames over the years. Her real name is Erin, and then that becomes Air, which becomes Air Bear, which becomes The Bear, which becomes this song. Like, I used to sing, like, the bear, the sweet, sweet bear. I love her much, I'll never let her go. And then it just became Sweet Bear, and it's been Sweet Bear ever since. That's how we do it. Another super... Rick Beavers, you dog, you. The sweetest man. Autumn and I, watching from Cincy. Love you, Rick. Love you, Autumn. Love you both. Love all you guys are doing down there in Cincy. Rick, and on the upside, thank you as well for the super chat. Thank you so much. You both just entered yourself in for a chance to win Keep Being Awesome sweatshirts. Woo! Get some. Here we go. All right. Do you have a question? Did you pull one?
Well, on the upside, ask a question.
Oh, sweet. Good call.
Well,
I miss those sometimes. When they don't ask the question
in
in the
the
super
thing,
chat, I
yeah.
sometimes miss it. So thank you.
Okay, what would you say to a married couple where one expresses unhappiness in the relationship and the other thinks everything is going okay with natural relationship hiccups? So I think that's really just like, that could be about any relationship, like a friendship or a dating relationship or a family relationship, where one person thinks everything's fine and then the other person is like, what do you mean? This is, there's some things going on. And I think it really just boils down to communication.
Yeah.
And be like creating an atmosphere of open communication, and like just having that environment in your relationship where you're able to say, hey, I feel like something's wrong. And then for the other person to be able to say, well, I don't see that's wrong, but like your feelings are valid and let's talk about that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's dead on. That's absolutely right. And just to come at it from the mindset of, especially my belief is within a marriage, if one person believes that something is wrong, then something is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And not necessarily that means that that person is right. It just means that if one person is feeling unrest or they feel that something is wrong, the other person, their spouse, has a responsibility to take that seriously and to dive into it and not just be like, well, I think everything's okay, so we're going to brush it under the rug. But to actually give it the time of day and to actually give that person the attention and the thought that they clearly are needing in that moment. And so that's what I would say. But everything you said was right. DT, we got several more super chats coming in, so we need to shout these people out. DT, Ryan Higgs, and Annie Height. Thank you all so much. You entered yourself in for a chance to win these bad boys.
So DT
asked a question. Psych or Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
I don't watch either.
I only watch Psych. I've only seen one episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. However, I know I would love it.
Yeah, I think you would definitely like it.
I know I would love it.
They did like a crossover episode with New Girl, and that's the only one I watched.
But I have watched Psych. I've watched quite a bit of Psych, actually, and I really like Psych. Psych is a surprisingly funny show, and so I'm going to give that one to Psych. I'll give it to Psych. Okay. All right, Ryan Higgs, thank you so much. Love you guys watching from Texas. Shouts to Texas. Love some good Texas. Annie Height with the $2 super chat. Thank you, Annie. Annie asks pros and cons of living in Chicago. Love you guys. Love you too.
Chicago's a great city. Like, I actually really love Chicago, and I always say that every summer. I'm like obsessed with Chicago. It's the best city ever. And the biggest con is the weather in the winter. Like, it is so brutal, like, to the point where you cannot be outside for more than a minute without, like, wanting to crawl in a hole and die. And that's really, like, I love that it's cold and snowy, like, around Christmas, but it just stays way too cold for way too long. And we had a very, very cold winter this year.
Yeah, we did. It was
like, there was,
brutal.
like, a whole week where it didn't go above, like, 5 degrees.
The first week of the year? Yeah, it was so bad. It was so bad. Those are good. We got another super chat from Susie Gunther. Susie, thank you so much. What verse helps best with spiritual struggles? That's a great question. However, I think it really depends. Remind me to get to John's question after that.
Oh, okay.
Okay. It really, really depends. Like, that is such a broad question to just frame it as spiritual struggles. And to choose one verse to help with all spiritual struggles it's sort of a broad question. However, I'll tell you, what's going on down there?
I dropped my ring.
Oh no, she's gone. She's quit. Verses that I lean on, and I think this really can apply to so many things. One of the verses I continually lean on is Proverbs chapter 3. I believe it's verse 5 or 4 and 5 or 5 and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Because when we are having struggles, whatever that might be, chances are we're trying to understand it, or we're trying to put it in some sort of category, or we're trying to control the situation. And what that verse really challenges us to do is, in the midst of struggles or in the midst of difficult times, to release our need for control, to release our need for any of that, and choose to instead just trust God. And so that's what I would say. That's a good question, Susie. Thank you for your question. Did you find your ring?
Yeah, that took me that whole time to find it. Whoops.
It's like we dropped it in the sand or something.
Yeah.
All right. John's question. I wanted to get to John's question.
Okay.
John asks, I'm going to start doing a spoken word series with my friend on YouTube. Do you have any advice for me? go for it, first of all. And I guess I would say make videos, listen to your audience of, you know, whether it's like you made one video and then you made another a different way, which one did they like better? Ask them for feedback and value that feedback. And then probably I would say write 5 poems to every one that you actually make a video of. That's what I would say. We got a couple more super chats coming in. I want to make sure we didn't miss any. We did not. Great.
Okay, cool.
Jesse with another super chat. Thank you, Jesse, so much. Also, what's wrong with me? Coming in with 2. What's wrong with me is a statement in these live streams. Thank you. What's wrong with me? What are the questions? Let's answer Jesse's question first. What is your favorite opening rhyme you've done? If I could remember any of them currently, we got them on there.
I know.
So what, like, regardless, if I could remember any of them currently, I would tell you, but I really have no idea. Do you remember any of them?
Literally the only one I remember is the first one we did with the Buckets vlog. And he was like, hey, I can't remember what he said, but you go, he's not very good at it yet.
Oh.
And you did the Whittle Club.
Because you've watched that vlog so many times?
Yes.
The vlog where we first got Buckets, Sweet Bear has watched that vlog maybe
'Cause he's so
50 times?
so cute.
Probably 50 times.
I wonder, that one probably has way more views than any other vlog.
And they're all her. They are all her. What's wrong with me? Thank you for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. It said, hey John, I love what you're doing and what you're I love what you're doing with your YouTube channel, and I'm so happy you inspire me so much and want you and Aaron to keep being awesome. We will try our best.
Tossum.
Keep being tossum. Belinda Joy is back. Belinda is unbelievable. She is a very faithful giver in the super chat, like every single time. Belinda always asks pretty dope questions. Is there a question there, Super? You want to read that?
I believe friends make the best love relationships. Share with us the first moment when you both realized your friendship morphed into love.
See?
That's a really
she has
good
the
question.
best questions.
Oh my god.
Belinda.
We weren't really friends before.
Not really.
Like, it's not like we were friendly, but we weren't, like, in a group of friends before. Like, our first time, like, hanging out was our first date.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think, like, in that same breath, that first summer, we kind of realized, like, yeah, we like each other, and, like, we have butterflies, and, like, all that stuff. But, like, we actually just enjoyed hanging out together. Like,
Absolutely.
we enjoyed each other's company, and we became really good friends. And John is honestly, like, my best friend in the world, and, like, we always joke because we're together all of the time, and we just, like, don't get sick of each other, and we're just, like, really good friends, and I think that's so important in a relationship.
Yeah, for me, I think it really was that, like, that first date and really the first summer, because we used to play the questions game, where it was, like, literally just getting to know each other. We would just say, I could ask her a question, and then she could ask me a question. And we would do
by the way, is a really good thing if you're, like, nervous about hanging out with somebody for the first time. Like, just be like, oh, I have this fun question game, because then it gives you something to do.
And we, like, they started super...
Yeah, like, what's your favorite color?
What's your favorite color? It was literally favorites for the first, like, I don't know, 30 questions or something. It was just like, what's your favorite this? What's your favorite that? What's your favorite that? What's your favorite that? So now we're really good at the newlywed game because of that. We're amazing at it. But also, it was just like, I'm so interested in this person, and I could ask them questions all day and talk with, like, there's no one else in the world I'd rather talk to, you know, and that was like unique. That was different than, like, other dates I'd gone on or other, like, romantic relationships, you know? So, yeah, just the ability to talk and to really just want to get to know that other person and know about them. Like, I wanted to know everything about you, you know? Which sounds kind of creepy. Karina with a $1 super chat. Thank you, Karina. If you see a question from Karina, let me know. Susie coming back with another super chat. Have you ever been to Canada? You know, I have when I was young.
You did?
Very, very young, I think. My parents brought me there, but not legitimately, no.
I didn't know that.
I think, I don't even know if that's true. Like, I was so young, I wouldn't remember it. But, so the answer is, like, maybe yes? I don't know. But we do want to go to Canada.
Yeah, we're planning on hopefully going this year to Vancouver.
Mm-hmm. Do it up, do it up.
Visit a friend.
Did you see another question?
I don't know.
Should I just keep talking about my fake trip to Canada that possibly didn't happen?
Can you visit here in the Philippines? We'd love to visit.
I would love to visit the Philippines. It's just not super easy.
Oh, you know what?
to
Rick
get
had a
to.
really good question earlier. Let me find it. He was saying, what do you guys think is the best way to keep young adults 18 to 30 connected to the church?
Well, Rick, I would
like you
probably
would
turn
have a lot
that
of
question back on you since that's part of what you do. But I was actually just talking to a friend about this today over lunch. We were talking, and he's in university ministries at a college, and yeah, he's in university ministries at a college, and we were talking about what actually engages millennials versus what articles just say engages millennials. And I really do believe that it comes down to content and community. I think people put a lot of thought into like the atmosphere and the music and the clothes people are wearing, but you can look super trendy and any young person, any young adult is going to see right through it if underneath it there isn't authenticity and truth that's being spoken. I think, people of my generation, the millennial generation, what we really want more than anything else is we want real, true, authentic community, and we want leaders that are real, true, and authentic, and they're the same person on stage as they are off stage. And we won't really settle for anything less, And so I think people are a bit misguided when they feel as though they need to create a certain atmosphere at church in order to attract millennials. Really what you need to do is you need to have great relevant content, biblical content, one, and you need to have opportunities to get into actual community as well, because that is something, especially that we're learning, is becomes so rare in your early, to late 20s as you're becoming a real adult. And so, yeah.
Okay, so there's...
People are attacking us.
Well, what's awesome is Shay had a question that we've missed, but basically the community in this live chat gathered around, and now everyone is spamming us so that we can answer Shay's question, which I just love that everybody would do that.
That is cool, but just let me finish the other question first, please.
And then Shay, I'm sorry we missed your question. We're scrolling up to find it. Gotcha. Okay, found it. Here we go. Shay says, my friend is dying and it's hard to trust God. Sorry if that's too deep. Shay, that's not too deep at all. First, let's just say, I'm so sorry that that's happening to your friend. And I'm sorry to you, I'm sorry to your friend, I'm sorry to your friend's family and everyone that's being affected by that. That is extremely difficult, and know that me and Sweet Bear and all of us, clearly all of us in the chat, we are praying for you. And while we can't necessarily, I can't give you a magic pill to make you fully trust God in this moment. We can't give you sort of any antidote to make your friend magically better. We can't give you any of that. But what we can give you is we can give you a community of people that is praying for you, and that is praying for your friend, and that is lifting up the situation. And I do want to encourage you as well that even when we feel that we can't trust God, that doesn't change the fact that God is worthy of trust and still worthy of praise. That sucks to hear in the moment, and maybe that doesn't even help. But I want you to be encouraged that clearly there's a community here, online, and then also I'm sure around you in the real world that loves you and is praying for you and lifting you up. And I just think it's really cool to see how people have responded to this. So thank you for having the courage to ask for prayer and ask for help.
Whereas a lot of people would probably just keep that to themselves or be afraid that it's too deep. But that's what that's what makes this type of community so cool, is that literally people all around the world now are praying for you and praying for your friend. And so whenever you see your friend next, you can go and you can tell them that. And I think that will encourage them so much to know that there are literally strangers all around the world praying for them. I think that's amazing. So there, Daniel Parrott, who is another superstar rock star of all of these live streams, Daniel says, "Hey John, thanks to your videos, my brother has come to know Jesus, so thank you. That's incredible.
That's so cool.
Also, we are 4 days out from the poetry evening. Which video of yours would you like us to show first? Love you guys." Ooh, here's what I think we should do with that. Here's what I think we should do with that. I think we should allow the chat to vote and decide. So to give you a little background, what Daniel is doing, Daniel is a super cool, like incredible guy. And what Daniel is doing is he is putting together a poetry night where he's inviting people. It's basically an open mic. And all of the proceeds from that, he is going to donate them to this channel and to this ministry.
What?
Like that's what he's...
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's how he's like wanting to... That's how he is serving. That's how he's
so
giving in the super chat. Like that's what he's doing. And so I am floored and like stupid humbled by that, first and foremost. Like, just incredibly humbled by that. But he's asking what spoken word poetry video
Everybody's saying The Wall.
should we use. Well, Zach is saying The Wall 3 times.
Oh.
Which is awesome. And so yeah, which video of mine should they use, should Daniel use to open the event? So throw your answers right now. We're seeing The Wall. I'm seeing
What If.
What If, which Daniel, maybe you should, because I just know What If plays a big role in your story. Maybe you should use that one for sure.
Message to All Women.
I
love Million Pieces. That one's
Million
one of my
Pieces. Susie says Message to All Women with another amazing super chat. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so cool.
Message to All Women, I Am
Million
Awesome.
Pieces, Message to All Women, I Am Awesome. What If is getting a lot of love. Godless Generation,
That
big
one's one of my
shouts to Godless
favorites,
Generation. Yeah, so
Either What If, Million Pieces, or Message to All Women.
Message to All
sounds
Women,
like.
yeah. My vote, Daniel, would be What If, but only because I know that it plays a big role in your story. And so that's what I would say. It could provide you with a really cool opportunity to share your story as well. So that's what I would say. That's what I would say. Are you looking for another question?
Yeah, I'm just laughing at Zach's like, sorry for saying The Wall too many times. I got excited. Oh, man.
That
That's
is so
funny.
awesome. I love that. I love that. Oh, I got a question. Does Sweet Bear have a job?
I do.
What is it?
I am a wedding planner.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? I plan weddings. I work for a wedding planning and event company here in Chicago.
Yeah, she does, and she's really, really good at it.
Thank you.
Andrew Lee asks, can you both do the dab at the same time?
Oh, wait, is it just one arm?
It could be, you can do one or two.
I tried to do the floss yesterday and I couldn't do it.
I think it's more of like
the floss? I tried to floss yesterday.
Well, that would just be putting a string through your teeth.
Anyways.
Is that you trying to do the floss?
Yes.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I hope you all screenshotted when we dabbed at the same time. I hope it was worth it, Andrew. I hope it was worth it for you. Air, did you just see the question that came in just for you?
No.
I'll let you find.
Do y'all like detective shows? I do. I like true crime.
Do you mind talking a little bit about?
What do you mean? Somebody said, can you please show buckets? Go get him.
You want me to go get them? Can you
Yes.
tell them about
What?
your true crime obsession?
Okay,
Can you open up about this a little bit?
I'm obsessed with true crime.
My wife is so nerdy.
Weird. I love murder shows. I love, like, Dateline.
Make sure you tell them why, so they don't think you're just like.
Okay, really, I like to learn about murder, and the reason is because I really am scared of being murdered, and I'm scared of, like, being taken. and held hostage against my will. And so because of that, I think like learning about murders helps me to like feel prepared. Like I could never, like it would never happen to me because like I know that you would never do that or this or that. Does that make sense? But I'm really, really, really weird about it. I like murder podcasts. That's like my main form.
Look who's here.
Is it a Duberson? What's a Duberson?
Oh, the Tubbies.
Tubby.
I think he's grabbing a toy over there. Oh, Duberson.
Oh, hi.
Here he comes.
You say hi.
Buckets.
Buckets, look. Look.
He wants to play so bad.
Hi. Can you sit? Bucket, sit. Bucket, sit. Oh. Say hi, wee bunny. He's so cute.
What a Trudy.
What a Trudy.
Buckets has been doing non-stop swimming
Do my best.
the last couple days.
Take a break.
Like a mad, mad scientist. Very important question just came in from Nenny. Pirates or ninjas? Super?
What?
Pirates or ninjas?
Neither.
Oh. I would choose ninjas. Pirates steal things that are not theirs. And that's not okay. That's not okay. Did you choose another question?
No, I haven't.
Oh!
I didn't do it.
I like start.
I'm really bad.
Alright,
at
I'm gonna
this
talk
game.
about this one.
Okay.
So you find another one.
Okay.
Someone said earlier, Cavs or Warriors. The Warriors are gonna win. For those of you who don't follow
But
the
who
NBA.
even cares? Can somebody else be in the game?
Yeah, I mean the Warriors are gonna win. There's not even. I don't think there's even a
Okay.
chance.
What are your biggest pet peeves about each other?
Ooh.
Let's start a fight.
Yeah. Biggest pet peeves?
Yeah.
I can't. I don't know if I can think of the biggest. This is the first one that comes to mind.
Okay.
The first one that comes to mind is when you sing really loud and obnoxiously in a tight space.
I really do that.
She doesn't like. She's doing it to be loud. She's not doing it to like, because she's like feeling the music and just loving all that she's doing. She's legitimately doing it just to be loud.
Okay, mine is sometimes John gets in this mood and like you wouldn't probably know this from like watching him on YouTube, but he's a very big introvert and sometimes when we're with people he'll get into a mood where he gets so quiet and like we're out like at a party or like with people and John just gets like quiet and moody in the corner and I'm like, where's fun John? And so sometimes I'll have to tell him, I'll be like, John, I need fun John tonight.
Yeah. What's a thing where I can like put a bunch of names into something and it'll just choose one for me? Like what would I type into Google?
Random name picker?
Maybe? Oh yeah, probably. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I'm just getting us ready. We'll answer a couple more questions, but then we're going to pick a winner for these sweatshirts. So there's still time. If you want to give in the super chat, even just $1, it will enter you in for a chance to win either the gray or the black, whatever you would like. So we're going to answer a few more questions though. Sweeper, do you want to look and maybe find one?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see.
Sorry, I'll go back to it on the laptop and see if we can find one. What's your favorite restaurant?
That's tough.
What are some of your favorites?
Ashaval.
Ooh, Ashaval is so good. Buddha Gibson coming in.
Buddha Gibson.
Buddha Gibson. Thank you very much for the super chat. $1 super chat. Just enter yourself in for a chance to win one of these bad boys. I like when you do the live streams with me. There's a bit of a more fun, light feel to it.
Oh yeah, because like I'm the best. So.
Oh, is that it? Oh, cool, cool.
Yep, I'd say yep on that. What's your favorite candy? Reese's.
Gummy bears. Little sweet bears. Little sweet bears. Ow! Don't hit me. All right, we'll do a couple more questions. Oh.
Bears over under 6 wins this year. Under.
I don't know. Maybe not. Oh gosh, so many difficult questions. Oh, here we go. Tyler Dunson coming in. Are you planning another tour anytime soon? Can you throw Tyler's name into the randomizer and pick another question, and I will answer it. Although I think we might have gotten one and totally missed it.
Oh, I'm gonna check.
Tyler, am I planning another tour anytime soon? Honestly, not quite yet. I am a bit, so I didn't really go on tour last year as much as I just brought my show, That Guy from That Video, to a bunch of different cities. And now I am really back into maybe like writing mode, or really just idea mode for what my next show would be. And it's just a lot of extra work to put together, to write the show, and then to find places to do it and to organize it. And I am a total one-man band. And so to do that on top of producing 2 to 3 YouTube videos a week, on top of the speaking engagements that I already have, it just ends up being a lot, and really it becomes a passion project for sure. So I don't have anything on the calendar right now. However, I am trying to really fill out my speaking calendar, especially for the fall and the winter. So if anyone is interested in bringing me out to your school, to your church, to your conference to speak, you can send me an email, or you can visit my website, johnjorgensen.com. We did get one more. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm. Yes, Isabel L.
Yes, Isabel.
Very much.
Did you throw her name in there?
Yes, I did. She didn't
Awesome.
answer a question yet, though. So.
Or ask a question.
Yeah. Oh yeah, ask.
Did you find one though?
No.
Oh man, we'll do 2 more. Okay.
2 more. Okay, so on the count of 3, put your best questions down. 1, 2, 3, go. Best questions you can think of.
It's gonna take a little while because we're on a bit of a delay. Just choose one for me.
Okay, I'm staying in the city for 2 weeks. What are some fun, not super touristy activities you guys have done downtown?
Fun, not super touristy activities. So I really, especially if it's now, I think taking a long walk or a bike ride along the lakefront is awesome. It's like unbelievable. There are like people who don't live in Chicago will show up and they'll be like, wait a second, this bike path just is like open to people, and like it's not crazy crowded, or it just goes all the way along the lakefront. Oh my gosh, this is unbelievable. So I would say definitely checking out the lakefront trail. That's my favorite part of the city for sure.
I would say one of my favorite things to do is go to 3 Arts Cafe and the Restoration Hardware.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's a fun thing.
That's all. Yeah, that's not super touristy at all. What is Sam's question? Everyone keeps saying answer Sam Dickinson.
Oh, Sam Dickinson. Susie just said. Let's see.
Sam, Brett. Oh, please answer my question. What is it?
I hope you answer me. Oh, okay, here you go.
Okay, Sam says, I've been having trouble with some of the leadership above me at my church, with them saying no to things I feel God wants my team to do. How do I deal with it in a respectful way? I am a high school worship leader. Sam, that's a great question, and I do want to give you a few thoughts, perhaps, but I also want to discourage you from asking me that question as someone who has never worked in a church, in sort of a traditional church construct. I don't think I'm the best person to ask. However, as someone who has worked under leadership where perhaps they disagree with what I'm doing, I will give you a little bit of advice. So, I've had experiences before where I was working underneath someone and I had ideas, or I was wanting to do things, and even things I perhaps felt God was leading me to do and leading us to do, but didn't seem that the person who was leading me was on the same page. I think at the end of the day, one, you have to respect their leadership. You have to respect their leadership because they are above you. And, that doesn't mean, oh, well, God told me to do it, so guess what? I am going to just go against everything that you say. That's not necessarily a biblical or wise response either. Now, there are also sort of 2 paths that I think people go, and I was having a conversation with a friend a couple days ago. I think there are 2 paths that people go with this, and I think it's best to find somewhere in the center. The path that I usually go on is I become very agreeable with whoever that leader is, but inside I'm saying I'll find a way to make it work. I'm going to follow all of their instructions and do everything that they asked me to do or not do. However, I'm still going to find a way to make it work. Then there's the other way where it's a person who just challenges and challenges and challenges and keeps going back at them and asking again and asking again and asking again. I don't think one or the other is right, but rather I think finding a middle ground where you continue to respect that leader, continue to give them their platform, but also begin to discern when to push back, when to choose, okay, I'm just going to have to deal with this. Where can you get a win? Where can you get a loss? But really, it's probably better to ask that of someone else in your church who has perhaps been in leadership before, or perhaps has been working at that church for longer, of how they should go about this. Or to just go straight to that leader and say, hey, humbly, this is something I feel God is really asking us to do. However, I feel like every time I bring something forward, it's just being shot down automatically. How can we meet in the middle here? How can we work together? I think any good leader will respect that heart that you bring.
Okay, so we have another super chat from Elizabeth L. She said, love you guys. You inspire me, encourage me so much.
Thank you so much.
Which is so sweet. And then Colin says, is it unwise to choose to live with non-Christians?
That's an interesting question. I have lived with people who were not Christians before, and I found more than they had a negative impact on me. I didn't really necessarily find that as much as I had an opportunity to change their perception or to change the stereotype that they had placed on Christians. They had placed this stereotype on Christians that they're boring or they're judgmental or whatever their baggage was. But by living with me and by having a relationship with me, a truly, not in like a romantic sense, but an intimate relationship, you live together in the same place, they were able to see the way that I live and see the way that I practice my faith. And I was able to, when they were going through difficult times, I was able to pray with them and I was able to encourage them and lift them up. And they were totally open to that. And so, I think it's a personal decision. And for me, my personal decision was I relish in the opportunity to have close relationships with people who are non-believers who I might be able to witness to in some way. You've done the same.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool. All right, y'all.
Should we pick a winner?
We should. We should definitely pick a winner. All right, here we go. We got all the names in. Thank you to everyone who has given in the super chat. We so appreciate you. Now we're going to have them pick. Some of you are put in there like twice or even three times.
However many times you gave.
However many times you gave.
Times I put you in.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Right. Ready? Do you want to do it?
No, you do it.
Okay, 1, 2... Susie! Which makes sense. I think Susie's maybe in here like 3 times.
Yeah.
Susie, Gunther, congratulations.
Yay!
You are the winner of one of these two. Susie, here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to throw my email in the chat right now, Susie. And you just send me an email of what size you want, what color you want, and
your
where
address.
Where I should send it, whatever address you want me to send it to. There is my email. It's right there. Susie, if you're still here, I hope you are, Susie. That is all.
Yay!
Thank you all so much for coming and
If
watching.
you didn't win your sweatshirt, but you still want to purchase one,
you can go to johnjorgensen.com/merch, and you can find it there. Awesome. Thanks, Sweet Bear, for coming on.
Yeah, this was fun.
All right, that's it. We're going to bed. All right, we'll see you all. I might hop on for another live stream at some point.
I hope Susie saw.
Me too. She will. We'll find our way.
Okay.
We'll find our way. I'll hop on for another live stream at some point this week, but remember, we will be back next Monday night. It might be just me. It might be us. I might have another guest. Who knows?
Who else will be a gift? Keeping awesome.